Hi, I'm Nick with duramaxtuner.com. I have Bob Peterson with me here today, and we have Katie Pajeska's 2003 LB7, which just got done with a big twin build, an engine build over Worley's, and came here for tuning and to get it buttoned up. So you've been driving the thing all week. Tell me about it, man.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild ride. Like you said, Worley put the twin kit and the motor together and everything using our new Stealth turbo, 64.5 millimeter, and S500 91 millimeter as the low pressure charger. And it's a wild ride. I mean, it comes on fast and hard. It's just super smooth. It spools up quick. It's clean. The power's there when you want it. Most 1,000 horsepower trucks, you know, they're a little laggy, they're a little smoky, you know. You really got to wind them out to have the power. This truck, not the fact at all. I mean, you can look at the dyno graph that made 1,000 horsepower at 2,700 RPM. So, I mean, you know, cruising around, you get into it and the power's there. It's just a tire shredding machine.
You know, that's not an easy number to make. And it's not an easy number to make and have a good driving truck. And that's a big part of why we chose this turbocharger setup. You know, your typical 1,000 horse truck. Tell me what you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, obviously guys call in and 1,000 is the number. 1,000 is a number everybody's got to have. You talk a lot of people out of it going with a variable vane turbo and then, you know, an S4E4 or an S500 and be happy with 900 or, you know, be happy with wherever you land and like
950 or
drive it, tow with it, you know, nice spool up. And then you have that big jump and, you know, going with a, you know, S400 in the valley, S500 or GT55 or something like
that's traditionally how we've gotten that 1,000 horsepower plus is the S400 in the valley and the S5 or the GT55 or precision out front.
Exactly.
And you know, this twin kit's a little unorthodox. It's something new that we tried, and it got good results out of it.
Yeah, and I mean your old truck you had, and a lot of trucks we put together with S400s in the valley.
Yeah,
they're not bad, but you know, there's a big jump from that. You know, you try and talk people into that 900 horsepower, very streetable, very quick to spool truck, and then you got to open up to the big chargers to get that 1,000 number. And it usually is sacrificed quite a bit. In this truck, in this setup, I don't see it being that at all.
No sacrifice there.
Yeah, I got in the truck and was like, oh man. I mean, you can see it's got 22s and some wide tires on it, and you know, you roll into it at 50 and it spins the tires and
just eating them up. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that torque on demand like that, that's what makes them fun to drive on the street still. And you know, that 1,000 horsepower is one thing, but this thing made 2,000 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah. And the dyno graph starts really early.
It's 150 over injectors, dual fueler, and it's clean. It spools up quick. That's the one thing, you know, it's not laggy, it's not smoky.
Yeah, it's not belching a pile of smoke when it comes up on boost or anything like that.
It's got a stack in it, and you know, I'm not a stack guy, and you know, I don't like dusting people out behind me, but you roll on it in the highway, any gear, anytime, and you know, any tune, and it just goes, you know.
Yeah. To get this drivability, to get this torque curve, it mostly comes down to turbocharging. So let's talk about the turbocharger setup explicitly so that people know, you know, what they need to get if they want this setup.
Absolutely. Like you said, it's a little unorthodox. It's one of the first kits we've designed like this. We had something similar on our race truck with a bigger Stealth, but we went with the smaller 64.5 millimeter. You know, it's a Stealth 64.5. It's got a 74 millimeter turbine in it in our Stealth exhaust housing. Internally wastegated.
That's nice.
It's a very, very nice. That's negating all your drivability there is that valley charger, and this thing spools up quick. Yeah. And it's going to stand up to the 1,000 horsepower with the.
Yeah. I mean, 1,000 horsepower is not easy on parts. So the fact that we were able to put the S400 center section in it, that we have internal wastegating, so we don't have to worry about blowing gaskets out of the external wastegates, bellows, all that bullshit that comes along with that. And that S500 charger, you know, it's big, but it does have a tight exhaust housing on it. Yeah. And once you get the spool up is mostly determined by the valley turbo, and then getting that thing out of the way.
And they work together and come on quick. I mean, we'll show dyno graphs, and I can attest to the street drivability. It's very, very nice.
Yeah. The data on this twin turbo kit shows that we're getting results. You know, it's working, and it's a robust setup, and I'm really excited about that. So we'll be putting more of these twin turbo kits together. You know, if this is a twin turbo kit that you think you might appreciate in your own truck, give us a call. We can talk to you about it, fill you in on some of the details, and we'll have these turbochargers in stock end of the week and be able to put these big S500 kits together. So thanks again, Bob, for driving this thing all week and putting it through dyno paces. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Like I said, definitely surprised me, and I'm very, very happy. And I think Katie's going to be super pumped. She hit her 1,000 number, and I can't be happy enough with it on the street. So
yeah, I mean that's horsepower to go 130 miles an hour in the traps. So that's awesome. Cool. We'll catch you next time. I'm Nick.
And I'm Bob.